Hello, everyone, and welcome to Dimensions of Love. This is our Friday Pick a Shell, and as always, we have 3 shells to pick between. And I just meditated upon your cards, as I also did a video with the meditation. And if you are a returning viewer, what an amazing energy. Just as a healer, to feel that, to be a part of it, to feel that healing ripple out in the universe throughout dimensions. It is such an honor. So thank you. And I know that that will bring you healing because I felt it inside of me and it was amazing. So thank you. And if you are a new viewer here, if you're interested in looking into a little bit meditation and just breathing and grounding ourselves, then feel free to do so. In connection to that video, I would say, because I never know when I do the meditation how it's going to be, which words will be used. It kind of is more so of what the viewers that I'm connecting with is calling forth as words being spoken into what is needed. So I've recognized that different words and different explanations and dimensions are being given into these different interactions with other beings. So with that being said, and because it was mentioning a lot of ego, I definitely feel this connection with the shells because we are training our intuition here and connecting with the feminine aspect of the moon and the water within us, as in all emotions, and training our intuition to tap back into this knowledge that has been lost within us, kind of way that Spirit has given it to us to deliver this to you all. And connection with the shell that is being drawn to is for you to understand the different layers of the ego that we carry, because the shell is also, it's empty, right? It is something that contains. So you are the pearl. And how willing and how deep are you ready to dive to find that pearl? Well, first of all, we have to look at the shells. Which shells are we connected to? What shell do we put on? And break through that shell. That shell meaning our ego. So this was a message that came through out of doing this, and that is developing. So I really don't know how Spirit is giving it to us, but since it was about intuition and then the transition here into the shell, it has a deep meaning of which shell that you picked. Spirit wants you to know that everything is connected, and try to look at the message and what kind of masks the ego will use to hide itself for you not to see it, okay? So just try to be open and accept that we all have our shells and that we will all at some point break through them. And the energies right now of the universe is that the ego is dying rapidly. Before, the ego was very big and had its purpose, while we're moving from this Kali Yuga into another yuga that is in Indian of different cycles that we are following. You can look deeper into that, but it talks a lot about this transitioning, and we are transitioning from that. It is a closing off of this heavy energy into coming up to lighter energy and transmitting that ego as not just an ego within ourselves. We perhaps don't have so much ego within ourselves, but also for the collective, okay? Because the collective has ego. Cooperation, different businesses, they have their own ego also. So it's not just as simple as one would think. It's kind of an energy that needs to be transmuted, because truly the ego doesn't even exist when we come up in the higher layers of it. But to understand it, we have to look at it. So that was from Spirit, the shell message now. And I feel like I'm connected to that because I picked angel cards for you, and I meditated upon these cards to see extra messages for you all that will resonate with the shell that you picked in each pile here. So keep all of that in mind when you go through this. And this was a little longer introduction here into picking the shell. And as always, keep it youthful and fun when we're doing this. But also, we can't protect any one of you because we are delivering the messages and we are not sugarcoating any messages. Now, I'm from Sweden, and English is not my first language, but I know that many of my viewers are from the other part of the world, as in India, as in USA. So you are very familiar with this language. And I believe sugarcoat it's to minimize something. So we can't do that. We're just delivering these messages raw because, I mean, it resonates with my frequency. I'm a raw vegan, and it makes sense that I am giving this to you in a raw sense because I want it to be authentic and true as I'm delivering the message. This might trigger an ego, but come back to yourself and who you truly are. I'm just a speaker, so never judge from who you get the message from, or try to just use your intuition to learn what is it that I need to know. This message is coming up for me right now. So Spirit and the angels and higher dimensional beings want me to be aware of something right now that I can tangibly hear and do something about it. If anything, just to integrate it, just to hear it, is one step of stepping out of the darkness into the light, of not being in denial, okay? So it's all about acceptance and openness. So now let's get into these shells and dive deep and see what is your message for this weekend. Yeah? So if you picked pile number 1, then this is your message. So this shell is saying acceptance. Acceptance of the state. And your angel card is Angel of Pleasure. So your message is, it doesn't always have to be hard work, okay? This is tangible. This is material, earthly plane. And it is emphasizing that you're so connected to getting results, to doing. You forget the being state of just being. Having pleasure and to do everything, whether it is doing the laundry or something that you've done over and over again that you feel bored of doing. Spirit is saying to you, this weekend, take pleasure in the things that you do. Small, little. These transition from one thing doing to another. Enjoy that space. Take pleasure in that transition happening from coming home from work, starting to cook for your family. However it resonates for you, and you picked pile number one, Spirit really wants you this weekend to take pleasure in the things you do, the little one, and don't look at these results of doing, because when we're present and we are being, we actually get more done than we think, because it happens naturally from life. Life expresses itself, and we can enjoy life. It doesn't have to be difficult. So try to enjoy it by releasing. This is your message, pile number one. I hope it helps you. Thank you for being here. If you picked shell number 2, then this is your message. Directly through our meditation, we are feeling drawn to dimensions, and you're in the 12 layers of the dimensions. So you're, or at least what is available to us in the now state of this earthly plane. And Spirit is saying here in your message that your innocence has kind of been taken away from you, and your angel message is angel of clearing. That is your message. So Spirit is giving this to us, that you've gone through something that has taken away something that was pure inside of you. You feel it in the sense that it was that someone or something took that away from you as an energy. And Spirit wants you to know that it is not true, that no matter what you did, even from yesterday, is still in the past. Everyone can change, okay? It's the now moment that counts, and everything else is just from the past, okay? Accumulation of thoughts and patterns, memories, that is in the past. You can absolutely transform and change. So don't let the past judge where you can become. You can become more pure than you were even from the start. So this purifying process, Spirit is saying, all of this confusion, uncertainties, not understanding, a feeling as if I'm feeling the energy, everyone knows, but I'm not understanding it. It feels like everyone knows and I'm not understanding it. Why? And Spirit is saying, this had to be in this way for you to be cleansed. So this cleansing and this that you feel has actually made you, if this makes sense, you've actually become more clean than you ever were, because you went into the filth of knowing how it is to be filthy. You know that feeling when you work hard or you work out and you're sweating and you feel very, very, very dull and filthy, and you just want to wipe that off. And that feeling when you get out of the shower and you feel this freshness, the same way this clearing, the energy is going to be the same for you. So you will not actually, right now you don't understand it, but when you will find the understanding, you will understand that all of that made it so much more enjoyable for you when you're standing in your cleanliness and everything is being released from your energy, okay? So it's kind of a purging, but it's a lot of messiness. So on this weekend, Spirit wants you to know that yes, your weight of these difficulties will be released. It is a transition happening, but know that it is for the highest, greatest good for you. So this is a beautiful message, and just know that you will always be pure in your true essence. Okay? So that was your message, pile number 2. Thank you. I hope that message brings you clearer understanding into how you should move forward. And if you picked pile number 3, then this is your shell. And there is a feeling of completion. And this is your card. Angel of the Universe. Wow. Okay. So you're being appreciated. The universe and the angels and your guides has seen all the good that you've done to the world. Even those parts when you haven't taken any credit for it, when you've just done it for the sake of being just this loving, mothering energy. So thank you. The universe first wants to thank you for that, and that they have seen that difference. The second message is that you need to expand more. Okay, you seem to think that you're doing something and it's just one thing. No, Spirit is saying that you have a lot of, you can hold a lot of light. You are definitely a healer in some way. And when you actually say something to someone, they will repeat it and heal others. You have this ripple effect of your energy that goes beyond of even your community of where you live. So Spirit wants you to expand, as in if you have an idea like doing some videos, if you want to express your light and to help others to grow and to heal, Spirit is acknowledging to you that because you have this easy way of connecting. Like from my experience, I can easily connect with the energies no matter how far they are, and to expand as far as possible. That's why my audience is all the way on the other side of the world, because I really want to go as far as possible and out there. I don't want to be in this area just so. The same way you have this power, so then use it, because I'm using this channel to connect the energy, to open, to create a safe space for love. And the same way you can do it too. You just need to expand your thinking that it is possible, because Spirit is saying you're keeping it very narrative and enclosed into just you said it to a person. No, there are many beings around that are hearing this too. This is healing a lot of around you, and it's a ripple effect, and it also is in different dimensions, in different worlds. Okay, so you really need to expand yourself more, and Spirit wants to acknowledge you to this weekend. Try to see how you can actually reach, just feel in this video if you can tap into this connection. Just simple way as that. So expand yourself, because you have these beautiful, beautiful powers within you that the world needs, and you're being taken care of by the universe. So I believe that you are going to do a lot of beautiful things in the future. So thank you, and I hope this weekend message helps you and brings you clarity into moving forward. So these were your messages for this weekend of Pick a Shell. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, always we appreciate your likes, shares, and subscribes, because it helps this channel to grow. And it is amazing to sit here and to do all of this for free, because it's a sharing of love and it's a giving of love. And I wouldn't rather want to do anything else than this. So thank you all. Thank you from heart to heart. We're never apart. So have a wonderful weekend. And as always, have a beautiful day. Sending love your way, everyone. Bye.